Now that that is loaded, you can see that we have this window here. And on the left, you'll see a resource list, which is filled with a lot of great resources that you can use, such as the other new vehicle guides as well, and other websites that you can access, such as Sync My Ride. So then here we're going to be putting in the customer's information where it says prepared for. So I'm just going to be entering my name here. Then we would put in the customer's email address. And then below that, we have the information which says prepared by. So this is where you would put your information in if you were the sales consultant or whoever you were that would be filling out this information. Below that, you also can see that there is the phone number for that sales consultant as well and the date that you did it. On the right side, we are going to be entering the VIN for that vehicle that you're creating this new vehicle orientation guide for. It's really important that you're putting in the VIN for this vehicle because it can create that really specialized guide for the customer rather than that generic guide, which you can do if you just put in the model year, model, and trim of the car. So once you put in that VIN number of that exact vehicle that you want to create that guide for, you can just go down to the bottom and then click on that start button. Now that that guide has loaded, we can go through the 5 steps of the new vehicle orientation process. So the first step is to set up a sync follow-up session contact for that customer. So this is really just if the customer wants to come back at a later date to have that sync information set up on their car. So you can set up the contact, the date, and the time for that. Then below, you can see there's also an option for the first maintenance appointment contact. So this is if you want to set up that 6-month appointment for the customer to come back to get that first oil change. So you can set up that date for them as well. And below, you can also see there's an option for creating a Ford owner sign-in ID. So you can actually go straight to that owner.ford.com website, and then there you would be able to create a sign-in ID for your customer. So the second step that we're going to go through is the basic operations of the vehicle. So all of these watch video options are how-to videos that you can show the customer right there in the dealership with you. So this video that's about to play is going over the manual passenger seat adjustment. So all the customer has to do is just click on it and they can open up that video and watch this information over how to use that exact feature of their car. So this is really convenient for the customer because it gives them that extra knowledge that they can have so that they can further educate themselves over their car. So you don't have to go over every video with the customer, but you can just let them know that they can look at whatever video that they choose and that they'll also be receiving an email that has all of these videos where they can access them as well. So the third step is just a delivery checklist that goes over the sync and entertainment features of their car. So you can choose if the customer wants to discuss it today, follow up with it, or no thanks, they already know enough information over it. So then once you get done with that, you can go on to the fourth step, which is just more expanded operations, showing different how-to videos over using other features of the car. So the same thing with the today, follow up, and no thanks. You can just check through those just to know things that you've discussed or haven't discussed with your customer yet. So now we're on that fifth and final step where you have the options for preview PDF and email PDF. And so we're going to hit that preview button so that we can see what that new vehicle orientation guide is going to look like for the customer when we email it off to them. So it's really important that we're emailing this exact PDF to the customer because it's able to show them all of that information that we typed in earlier, such as their VIN and the sales consultant information and the email, and also the information over the sync follow-up session and their first maintenance appointment. So those blue little icons next to those features are the how-to videos. So the customer can just go in and click on that blue icon and it'll take them right to that YouTube video that shows them how to use that feature. So you can also see at the bottom, like I said before, that email PDF button. So we want to make sure we're hitting that and sending that email out to the customer so that they're able to look at those videos on their own time. So once that email has been sent, the customer should be receiving that in the next couple of seconds to a few minutes, and they'll be able to look at those how-to videos and have all that great information over their new vehicle. Now that I've gone through the 5 steps of the new vehicle orientation guide, I just want to talk about some of the comments that I've heard from sales consultants about it. So, some people have said that this new vehicle orientation guide takes way too long, and there's no time in the delivery process to sit down with the customer to go over all of this. And that often, once you hand the customer the keys, they just want to get right out of the dealership. So it's important that you also know that there is an abbreviated version that you can do of the new vehicle orientation guide to make sure that the customers are still getting the same benefits without having to sit down and go through all of the steps and procedures. So now I'm going to be going over the abbreviated process of the new vehicle orientation guide. So here you can see I'm doing the exact same thing I was doing before. So I'm going to be entering the customer's information and my information as a sales consultant, then putting in that VIN information and hitting that start button. Now once this guide is loading, instead of going through all of the 5 different steps, we're just going to scroll down to the bottom and click on that email PDF button and send that email out to the customer. Now, once the customer has this information, they can go right into their email and access all of those same how-to videos. So you can see here I've accessed my email so that we can see what that new vehicle orientation guide looks like once you send it out to the customer. So all the customer has to do is go to that email and scroll down to the bottom where they will see that attached PDF of the new vehicle orientation guide. So you can just click on that and it will take you to that page. So you'll see all the information that the sales consultant would have typed in, and you can see the features listed of that car. So as I mentioned before, those blue icons are the how-to videos. So you can click on any which one that you choose and it'll take you right to that YouTube video that you can watch on the convenience of your iPad, any tablet, your computer, laptop, phone, whatever technological device that you want. After watching this video over the new vehicle orientation guide, I hope that you can see how this is a great tool that should be used with each customer during the delivery process. It's flexible and can be integrated into any delivery process. It's also customized for each customer, which we can see has increased customer satisfaction and engagement. So by using this tool, we're definitely creating a brand new experience of the delivery process that cannot be beat. Thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day.